For 121 years, the Meigs County Sheriff's Office has operated out of this building, and up until 1984, the building served as the jail, the sheriff's office, and as the sheriff's home. But now, in 2017, Meigs County Sheriff Keith Wood says his office can't do its job in a building this old.
We can't continue in a building built in 1894 and try to work in today's standards of policing. We just can't continue that.
Today, the building is falling apart. There is black mold, water damage, and structural decay inside and out. Major Scott Trussell is the jail administrator, and he says in the more than 30 years he's had the job, the building has never passed a jail inspection.
There's a lot of issues with the foundation is crumbling underneath of it now. The steps are separating. There's a 4-inch gap where it's moved. I can show you a window downstairs that the sandstone is deteriorated around it. You can actually put your hand outside of the window around the frame and touch the outside while standing inside the building.
Sheriff Wood says the layout of the facility creates some security concerns as well. Right now I'm standing inside the Meigs County Jail holding cell. About 2 inmates can be held in here for a minimal amount of time. And right when I walk through this door, I'm standing in the dispatch center, where everyday residents come through hoping to talk to the sheriff or file a complaint.
The public comes into the same spot here. This is where people get booked in. This is where our phone calls come in. This is our dispatch center that has everything in it. If you're coming in there for a license check for a CCW, get your permits, or you're coming in there to get booked in, you're all in the same place. You're all at the same location, and we've always been very concerned about that.
The Sheriff's Office and County Commissioners have spent the past 4 years coming up with a plan to build what officials are branding as a new Justice Center, and are asking voters in Meigs County to pass a $2.95 million levy to pay for the $9 million project. County Commissioner Randy Smith says residents can go online to the auditor's website to see how this would impact their taxes.
Raised at $100,000. It asks you for additional millage. In this levy, it's 2.95. Put that in, hit calculate. It tells you what your district is. It tells you what your tax rate is. It tells you that you're assessed on 35% of your property, so it values you at $35,000. Tells you that your additional tax is $103. This is annually. So then it tells you also what your total tax is. So it adds that to what your tax bill would have been last tax season.
Currently, the jail only holds up to 5 inmates at a time, and deputies spend most days transporting inmates to jails in other counties with vacancies.
Some people have had that problem, that know that they've called and it's been a while for somebody to get there because they were on the road. I think when the people that I've talked to, when they hear that we've got deputies that are driving thousands of miles a year outside the county to move people, and now they won't have to do that, they'll be here for when you call.
Last year, the county spent over $220,000 just on housing inmates around the state. And the sheriff says that we can keep that money local and generate profit by offering cells to other counties' inmates in this new facility.
The solution that we come up with this project actually generated revenue and jobs, and this was something that was going to keep our money locally. It's an investment for a future for our county.
But not everyone sees a prison for profit as a good thing, such as lifelong Meigs County resident Clinton Bailey.
I don't think making a business, I just think it's bad. It's just ethically wrong. I don't like the thought of making a business out of people's misfortune.
And I hate it that you have to look at a correctional facility as a business, but you really do. I mean, it's how you run it, how you operate it, that's how you generate the revenue to be able to sustain itself. And that's your goal, is to be able to sustain what you're doing, take care of yourself.
But officials say that financial stability is what will allow the jail to fundamentally change the way it operates. Right now, no rehabilitation services are offered, and the hope is that this new correctional facility can focus on rehabilitating inmates through various programs.
There's no services for someone that's addicted to heroin. Right now, coming out of our jail, they walk out the door and there's nothing with them. And to give you a good example, a couple different times that spent 30 days, so many days in jail here, that for drugs, they walk out, within a couple of days they overdose and die.
Opioid abuse is a major problem throughout southeastern Ohio, and some community members like Philip and Joyce Ann Burgess plan to vote in favor of the levy because they have hope this could help reverse the epidemic.
I hope it does something fast, because right now we have a relative that has OD'd twice in the last 2 weeks. and possibly not going to make it. Had there been intervention, it may have changed her life. So if you could save somebody else, I'm all for it.
If the levy passes, the new facility will just be up the hill from the current sheriff's office at the old Veterans Hospital. The plan is to tear down this building and create a 71-cell, 26,000 square foot center. But Bailey plans to vote no and says he thinks the jail should have been updated a long time ago. Sheriff Wood says while they can't change the past, they have a responsibility to the county's future.
Do we pass it to another generation and let them worry about it? Or do we handle it today and say, we've got a solution to this, let's fix it?
Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Micaela Marshall.